I think I just found the Fuji X100V for video. You see, the X100V is a viral digital film camera that allows you to take film-like photos in camera, transfer them to your phone, and people think you shot it on film. But sadly, it's not really set up for video. However, Fuji's latest camera, the XS20, is set up perfectly for video. So I think there's a way that we can get our videos to look like the photos from the X100V. Now here's what you need to know. If you don't know how Fuji cameras get this in-camera film look, it's through a thing called Fuji Recipes, which is basically a list of customizable settings that you can change and dial in to often replicate real film stocks. Bruh, I'm not gonna lie, hiking with this thing on, it's pretty tiring. But most of the time, everyone uses these recipes for photos. In fact, I've actually never seen anyone use them for video. So I'm gonna be the first one to do it. I'm going to shoot 3 different videos with 3 different recipes to get a wide range of results. Before we go any further, let's choose those recipes. Now, we're going to go over to Fuji X Weekly to find the perfect recipe for this video. And for this first one, I'm thinking a Portra 400 vibe because, honestly, I feel like everyone wants to shoot Portra 400, but no one can really afford it. And plus, they never made a motion picture stock for Portra 400, so that's going to make it a little extra special. Next, we need to find a really nice black and white stock. And while there's a ton of different options that we could go with that would work great, I think I'm going to land on this Kodak T-Max recipe. It's nice and contrasty and really everything I look for in a black and white film stock. And lastly, I'm thinking about testing out this Cine Still 400D recipe. I think it's just going to look really sick for the last video I want to shoot. But remember when I said the Fuji X100V isn't really set up for video? Yo. Well, there's a handful of settings in the XS20 that set it up perfectly for video. Now, I'm not going to waste your time on tech specs and features, but there's 3 main things that really set the XS20 apart from the X100V. First of all, the XS20 can shoot in 10-bit codecs. All this really means is that it gives you a ton more colors to work with when you're color grading. So if you are someone who wants to color grade after the fact, you can very easily do so. Another thing that the XS20 has that the X100V doesn't have is internal image stabilization. But there's one little feature in this camera that I cannot believe they put in this camera, is the 3.2 aspect ratio that it can film in 6.2K. Now, this aspect ratio is called open gate. That's a whole nother video, but the important thing is that it's crazy that this camera has it. But even with all these amazing features, I don't want us to forget why we're here in the first place, to see if we can make our videos look like the photos from the X100V. So without further ado, let's watch those 3 videos I shot because I want to hear your thoughts afterwards. Hold up. What's the verdict? Well, first of all, let me know in the comments what you think about the footage because I would love to hear just your general thoughts. But here's what I learned. First things first, you need to be really picky with the recipe that you choose for the environment that you're in. You see, the thing is, film stocks often have a dedicated white balance setting, and Fuji Recipes reflect that. And so if you watch that first video, I shot Portra 400, which is a daylight balance recipe, but I shot in some kind of warm lighting, which basically means that my footage came out looking a lot warmer than maybe I wanted it to. The second thing is that you don't get as many customizable settings when you're shooting video with Fuji Recipes as you do for photos. So there's gonna be some recipes that just aren't really gonna work. Yeah, I almost fell. So you have to be really picky with the recipe that you use. Now, I think it's pretty safe to say that black and white is really easy to use, no big hiccups there. I just want to level with you. You're always going to get better results if you're shooting in log. You're going to get more data captured in camera, and you're going to get to color grade however you want. So even in decent colors could get better results out of this camera. But I'm not saying that Fuji Recipes are all bad. If you're looking for a simple camera that's really going to allow you to just shoot the footage with a creative look on it, and you're not going to have to worry about color grading, then the XS20 is honestly an amazing option. And it's the cheapest way to get into Fuji Recipes for video. And it still takes photos too, so you're going to be able to do both. Enough about that camera. Hope this video was helpful, and until next time, let's get out there and make better films.
Well, if you made it to the end of the video, I sincerely appreciate it. You're my favorite people, the people that are watching this. If you happen to have made it to the end of the video and you enjoyed all of it, then I'd love it if you subscribe. Maybe give it a like, I don't know. But the subscribing thing, I think, is the most important part. I am working super hard on some videos coming up for you. So if there's anything that you want me to talk about, you want to learn, anything like that, let me know in the comments. And yeah, like I said, like 30 seconds ago, let's get out there and make better films.